I want to remind you that the concerns about privacy are not foolish, because the United States has just given us an object lesson about what it means to have your country's data stolen. DOGE wasn't about government efficiency. DOGE was an opportunity to allow Elon Musk to bring in his little techies to download the data of all of the departments of the United States government, which has now then been passed on to Palantir, which is led by a man who does not believe in democracy, who believes that the country should be run by a CEO and a government of technocrats. He doesn't believe that women and people of color should have the vote because they're too liberal. One of the things he advocates is the elimination, or what's the word I'm looking for, of the 19th Amendment, which provides votes for women. And if you think I'm being, people who know me, I am the least conspiratorial-minded person, but I can't pretend I don't know what I know. I'm also a former Soviet specialist, which is why I look at Vladimir Putin and I know exactly what I'm looking at. But this is happening in the United States. These are people who also want to create a constitutional convention to get rid of the current American Constitution. It takes 34 states to agree to that. 26 have signed up. If that doesn't make your blood run cold, I don't know what does. So when we're talking about the protection of privacy, we need to realize that this is a complex and very sensitive issue. As Canadians, we have an opportunity to deal with it in ways, and that's why if we're all together and we talk about what would happen if we did this, what would happen if we did that, if we shared this kind of information, what are the guardrails we've put in place and why have we done that? Because we want to avoid a situation where a bunch of little 20-year-olds come in with their hard drives and download all the data from the International Revenue, the IRS, Social Security, all of the databases of the American government. I don't know where they are now. Are they in Moscow? Probably. I mean, quite seriously, we need to understand that our privacy and our respect for privacy is not some kind of left-wing woke fantasy. It has to do with the protection of Canadians, our ability to have some control in an era where we have very little control, where Google is watching us, where everything we do on our phones. I mean, we're all, I think, pretty naive about how much privacy we have. But at the very least, our governments should not be complicit in undermining our capacity to have some kind of private life and identity.